I just firstly want to start this video off by saying, please mostly ignore the title of this video. I know that is such a weird thing to say. Yes, some things did go wrong and some things happened that maybe shouldn't have, and by all means we will get into all of those details in a short while. But overall, I absolutely loved experiencing the Bloxy Awards this year. I mean, not to state the blatantly obvious right now, but the Bloxys happened a lot differently this time around than they did during the previous years. So in the sense of missing out on the way that the event is usually done, yeah, I absolutely do miss that. But at the same time, as long as it's done right, it is always fun and interesting to see a new and unique way of doing something. But before I do get into the details of the downfalls this year, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are extremely upset that the Bloxys got kinda messed up. Before I dive into the reasons for this whole messing up situations, I just want to make sure that I'm crystal clear when making this point. I, for one, absolutely loved the Bloxy Awards this year for a number of different reasons, and honestly, I'm still so excited that Arsenal won the award for Game of the Year, so that is beyond worth mentioning, and nothing I experienced personally had me complaining at all, but there is unfortunately a few downfalls that I was made aware of from you guys after the event had ended. So the first thing I think I want to be mentioning here is something that really has me baffled. Like, I truly cannot think of a reasoning behind Roblox doing this, and I'm not even coming close to conjuring up some kind of theory, but here we go. There is, I believe, a total of 8 entire categories that all included their own nominees that Roblox just completely left out of the Bloxys. Just a bunch of categories that Roblox had us vote on and even still have listed on the Bloxys event page right now, but they didn't include them in the live stream. We don't know who won them or if anyone even did win these categories, because Roblox just didn't present them or even come close to mentioning them. Literally, I'm not even joking around when I say there is 8 of them. Best role-playing game, best single-player game, best round-based game, best tutorial, quirkiest game, favourite map, best lobby, and best GUIs. Look, you guys saw for yourself that there is actual nominees in there, and I mean, if you want any solid confirmation on this, then I guess there is this. The Roblox Twitter account was tweeting congratulations to the winners whilst the event was going on, and not one tweet includes any of these missed out categories. But like I said, this truly is just a bizarre situation that I just cannot come up with any sort of reason as to why it went like this, and I have a strong feeling that we will literally never ever know unless Roblox themselves actually give us a direct reason, which is often rare in the best of cases. But you know what, before the next topic we'll find ourselves delving into, let's balance the current vibes out with some positivity. I'm gonna say the biggest thing that I loved about the live stream this year was the animation. The animation truly was impeccable, and that alone added a slight element of the uniqueness that I was talking about, because it's absolutely not something we've seen before. The entire show was hosted by these characters in animation form, compared to the usual real-life people on a stage in front of a green screen. I suppose the whole live stream being pre-recorded this time around takes away from the whole live side of things, but overall the animation was so good that it didn't even cross my mind when watching it. But now, look, I'm not even going to try to hide it at this point. Everyone here 100% knows exactly how I feel about this year's nomination process. I've said it before, so I don't really need to be going into this one too much, but we didn't get to pick the nominees of literally any category this year. We did get to vote for the finalists, which is great, but we only got to pick from everything that Roblox laid out in the table in front of us, which just completely rips any and all meaning out of Roblox telling us to celebrate your favourite Roblox games and creators of 2019, because it goes without saying, if we didn't pick the nominees, they can't really be classed as our favourites, but instead we could call them Roblox's favourites. So perhaps that statement feels a little bit like rubbing the salt in the wound, but it is what it is. Also, one other thing is something that I had literally zero problems with is lag and stutters, both on the Roblox website and in the game that included the live stream. game. I myself joined the game maybe 2 minutes before the event actually started, and everything ran so smoothly all the way through. And I was honestly just so pleasantly surprised by that. You know, once again, it's so obvious that the amount of hard work and effort put into this from everyone working on this event is just always 100%. And I've really seen no evidence of this, but apparently it didn't run so smoothly for other people. There was supposedly interruptions, a lot of lag, drops in quality, and you know, just things like that. But providing my lack of proof on this subject, I'm gonna give Roblox the benefit of the doubt. Think back really quick to that test run of the whole live streams inside a Roblox game thing. During the feedback quiz, they had a whole bunch of questions like what device are you on, what operating system are you using, how old is your device, and just things like that. So perhaps they needed those answers in order to determine who would be able to run this live stream with no issues, as well as who wouldn't be able to do so. But I also didn't minimize the game once, so I really don't know how many people were actually playing at the time, but I have seen screenshots circulating of the game itself holding 1 million players at a time. I simply have no idea how true that is or how real that picture is, but that honestly would be such an incredible excuse for the performance issues. However, on a bit of a brighter note, we got to see a very small segment of some behind the scenes of the Bloxy Awards, which I don't think we've ever really seen before, so this was real interesting to witness. Which game might David Bazuki, aka Builderman, be talking about #Bloxy Awards? Again, it's really cool to see, but there is just something about it that just caught me off guard really badly. Like, it's a real person behind the voice that we always hear for Builderman. Like, obviously this man is a real human being, but I don't know what I expected. But anyway, most people in the replies to this tweet were guessing Adopt Me, fairly obvious why they'd pick that. But if you happen to have missed the Bloxies, or if you're just wondering, the winners he picked were Dungeon Quest and Super Striker League. One more thing too, if you are one of the people who missed the Bloxies livestream, then you have no reason to panic. They are replaying that same livestream over and over in the game up until the 30th of March. And after that, they are uploading the whole entire thing to YouTube, so there is always a way to watch it for yourself no matter what. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of the Bloxies having a few downfalls this year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.